Hi guys, today I'm going to be doing a video on my perfume collection. I don't have that many perfumes. I haven't purchased all of these myself. A good number of these have been gifted to me and stuff like that. And I'm also obviously not trying to brag with this video because I'm sure there's other people that have posted perfume collections with a lot more stuff than me. So I'm just going to jump right into it. I'm actually going to start with a few things that aren't technically perfumes, but I do keep them with my perfumes in that sort of collection because they're body sprays, same sort of deal anyway. So I'm just going to start with the body sprays because I use them like perfumes anyway, spray them the same way I would perfumes. So the first body spray that I have is this one, and this is a Boots one. This is the Boots Natural Collection Vanilla Body Spray. This is really cheap. It's like a couple of pounds from Boots obviously, and it just smells of pure vanilla. Pure vanilla. And I love the smell of vanilla so much that this is just perfect as like a, I like this as a light, it's strong but it's also quite light at the same time because it's a body spray. Now that contradicts itself, but basically if I want something that isn't as heavy as a perfume on during the day, I will put this on. I tend to only spray like once or twice because it lasts for a long time. So I think for a couple of pounds this is a real steal because really it has like some good staying power as well. It stays pretty much all day, like you know when you move and you get that waft, that nice waft obviously. It lasts for a long time, it's cheap, it smells good, so what more can you really ask for from a body spray? And I've used this for a long time. I've probably used this for about 4 years. Not this exact one, but this actual fragrance. Next I have another body spray, and this is part of the Soap and Glory collection of, I think they have a couple body sprays, and this is the Mist You Madly. This is the Mist You Madly flirty floral. Oh my god, I cannot say this. A flirty floral fragrant body spray. How many F's can you stick in one sentence? Not dirty F's, just fizz. Fizz. So yeah, this is the one. This basically smells like, you know, their standard sort of range of things. So like hand food, hand cream, the Righteous Butter, and the Clean On Me shower gel or whatever it is, body wash. I'm not sure what it is, can't remember. But this is what they all smell like. So it's that same scent. If you guys have used any of Soap and Glory's kind of primary range of skincare and like shower stuff and body care, you will know this fragrance. I mean, I don't know what it is. It's sweet, but it is florally at the same time. I'm not sure what it is, and I'm usually pretty good at picking up scents, so I don't know. But it is nice. It's nice if you put any of those products on, like the Righteous Butter, and you want to smell the same, opposed to having clashing smells. It's nice, and this tends to go quite a long way as well. Like I find that it lasts quite a long time, which is really good, because like I say, like, body sprays are cheaper than perfume, so if they last, if the smell lasts, it's really good. So another one is another Soap and Glory one. These came in a set, and this is the Glam A-Lot soft and sexy fragrant body spray. Now I agree with the sexy part, so I'd say this is more of an evening body spray. It's kind of a heavier fragrance. It is a bit more sexy. It's a bit more, it's sweet yet I think it is a little bit florally again. I honestly don't know what's in these two body sprays, but I like them nonetheless. I haven't used this one very much because I'm not as keen on this one because I do find it a little heavy sometimes, but I will get around to using it at some point because it is a nice fragrance, don't get me wrong. I just find it a little heavy at times. Next I have something that is technically classed as a fragrance mist according to Victoria's Secret anyway. I think this is just like a body spray again probably. But this is the Victoria's Secret Angel, and this is meant to be kind of like the cheaper but same smell of the perfume, because obviously the perfumes are a lot more expensive, and this is basically like the body spray equivalent of it, I think, anyway, is the idea. This is still like £14, but you do get 75ml, and it does last a good while. The thing that bothers me about this though is the packaging, because you're like, oh, the packaging looks nice and it looks pretty, but this is plastic, and it feels cheap, in my opinion. So Victoria's Secret, I don't know, I'd sort this packaging out a little bit. It feels a bit cheap and a bit nasty. for £14 anyway. But the fragrance is really nice itself. I'm trying to figure out what it smells like. It does have some form of spice in there. It's quite sweet. I like sweet smells mostly. It's a sweet, but it's got a little bit of spice in there as well. It's a strange fragrance. I would say it's more of a summer fragrance. I don't tend to wear it in the winter, even though it does have the spice in it. But no, it's a really nice fragrance. I don't tend to get through fragrances too quickly unless I literally just hammer one of them, because I have quite a few to choose from, so I kind of mix it up. Now I'm moving on to like proper fragrances, and this is a Playboy one that someone bought me. Just having a look if I can read this. So it says that this is a 50ml eau de toilette. These are quite inexpensive. You can get them from Boots. It's quite a sweet smell, quite a young smell. Maybe, I don't know, maybe a bit young for me, but I've used this a couple of times, but I don't use it very often. But no, it's a nice sweet fragrance. I don't think it's too heavy either, so it'd be a good daytime sort of fragrance. And it's the type of one where I suppose if you chuck it in your bag and it gets knocked about, but it doesn't matter too much because it's not that expensive. Whereas like some expensive ones, it seems a shame to kind of like chuck them around and get the bottles all like dirty and horrible and scratch. But yeah, it's a half decent fragrance. It's probably an absolute steal for the money, like how much you get. Next I have this fragrance from Next. This came in a gift set that I got at Christmas, and this is the Cashmere Eau de Parfum. This is probably this is a 75ml, so it's quite big. This is kind of a more mature fragrance, more of a powdered sort of fragrance, but not too like old lady powdery. It's still quite sweet in there. So it's like a sweet but kind of a little bit powdery scent, so it's a bit more of a mature scent, a bit more sophisticated. Then onto another one with actually really similar packaging, like, do you not think? This is the Tommy Hilfiger Loud. This is the girls one, obviously. This is the Eau de Toilette one, and this is a 40ml, I believe. I think it's 40ml. You know what, it's so hard. They make the things on here so tiny that you can't even read them. It's crazy. But this is a really nice fragrance. I actually popped this into one of my favourites videos the other week, and simply because it was such a bargain, I got this for like £8, which was an absolute steal. And it tastes. Don't want to be tasting it. The smell's not too heavy, so I like that because it means that I can wear it in the day as well as the night. And I actually tend to wear this to work because it's not one of those really overpowering fragrances where it's like, you know, like when you want people to notice you for your smell. It's nice, but it's not like so overpowering that everyone walks past me and they're like, ooh. And you know, like, it's a bit more of a low-key fragrance, if you know what I mean, but not in a bad way. And I really like the smell. The smell reminds me a lot, I think I said this in my favourites video, but the smell reminds me a lot of a Gucci one that my mom used to wear. And it comes in a brown kind of, it's like a square sort of brown box thing, I don't know. Like, the bottle's like brown and square shaped. Yeah, it reminds me of that Gucci fragrance, but obviously it's a lot cheaper than Gucci fragrance, so maybe this is a dupe for it. I don't have it to actually smell and compare because my mom doesn't have it anymore, but I do remember this smelling a lot like one of her Gucci fragrances that she used to have. I have like 4 like more expensive and more favorited fragrances, if that's even really a thing. This one is a little bit hit and miss at the minute though, but sometimes I come back to it and absolutely love it. And this is the Diesel Loverdose, just the normal one, not the new one. And I've had this for a while, and if you guys have smelt this fragrance, you know that this fragrance is like pure licorice in a bottle. It's like they got licorice and blended it. It just smells of licorice, straight up. There's no hiding that. If you don't like licorice, you will hate this, and it is super sweet. So if you hate super sweet fragrances, you will also hate it. But I actually quite like it today. It smells good today. Like, it's so weird because some days I can smell it and just absolutely hate it, and some days I absolutely love it. I would say it's more of an evening fragrance personally, because it is a heavier scent. It lasts for so long though. Like, you can wear it and then, like, you know, when you wake up in the morning and it still smells exactly the same. Like, it still smells as strong. So I think that's a great thing, because then you don't have to use as much. And I've had this for a while. I'm about halfway through the bottle because I used to wear it like constantly when I was younger. to me it's a really going out fragrance, because when I put it on now it reminds me of when I used to go out to gigs when I was younger and stuff. So I do really like this fragrance. I think another one of the base notes is vanilla, so if you like vanilla you might like this. Yeah, it's one of those hit and miss fragrances where you either love it or you hate it, and if you're like me, some days you love it and some days you hate it. So it's a really weird fragrance, but it is one that seems to be quite popular. Next fragrance that I have that is also one of my favourites is the Giorgio Armani Diamond. So this is just a great fragrance. I actually wear this in the day sometimes if I'm going somewhere nice in the day, or I just want to feel like I smell really good in the day, because it's not too heavy fragrance but it is also a nighttime fragrance equally. I love the packaging, it's really cute and it does speckle and shine quite like a diamond, especially when the sun hits it really nicely. It's just a nice sophisticated fragrance. It is kind of sweet. It is on the sweeter side, but it's not too sweet, not like the Diesel Loverdose. It is just a nice kind of sophisticated lady fragrance. I love it, and this is my second bottle of it. I've got through a 30ml and this is a 50ml, I do believe. And I also keep one of the kind of body lotions in my handbag in case I forget to put a perfume on or take a perfume with me when I'm out, because it's just one of those smells where I feel like I can wear it if I do forget. I feel like it's a really universal fragrance that I can wear if I do forget to put one on, and I always come back to this fragrance. I sometimes wear this for work, I sometimes wear this when I'm going out. It's just a great fragrance to have, and to me it's one of my staples, so I love it. This next one is kind of like a oldie but a goodie for me. It's one that I love to wear still to this day, and it's one where I always was so scared of using so much of it that I ration it because it smells so gorgeous, and it is the Lady Million by Paco Robanne. I only have the 30ml, and this is just such a gorgeous fragrance. It's so sophisticated, I love it. It's just one of those perfect going out, dressing up, evening, whack on a dress fragrances. Oh my, I love it. It's a fragrance that I will always love and always come back to. I just think it's such a lovely feminine fragrance, and the packaging is really cute. It's a little bit of a pain to take around, but you can always like put it into like one of those Travelo things, because some fragrances you can do this with. This is one of them that you can, but I noticed I don't know whether you got to have a way of doing this, but my Armani Diamonds is the one thing that I probably would put in a Travelo. And the problem is, I don't know how you get the lid off, because the lid's completely different, the pump's completely different, so I don't know. But yeah, this is a great fragrance, absolutely love it. Kind of pricey, the 30ml tends to be around £33, so not the cheapest of fragrances, but a real treat when you wear it. This is my last, but certainly not least, fragrance, and this is the Roberto Cavalli. This is the first one he brought out. I believe he has 2 or 3 others now, but this is the first one he brought out, what I would consider the original. I don't know whether the other ones have different names, but this, I'm pretty sure the packaging just says Roberto Cavalli. It doesn't have an actual like name. And I got this fragrance at Christmas time. My boyfriend bought it me, and it is just another lovely, classy fragrance. I love the bottle for a start. I love this thing on here that you pull off that's part of the cap. It's just really cute and really cool. The only problem is when you put it in your bag, they tend to get separated and it wanders off in your bag and hides. You know where I'm coming from, ladies. But this is another, oh my god. I love smelling fragrances so much. It's just, oh, I could do it as like a hobby. Again, it's another sweet but nice and sophisticated fragrance. It's more of an evening fragrance than a day fragrance. I do sometimes wear it in the day, but not too often. It's just, again, a really nice going out fragrance. And I think this one's kind of expensive. I don't think it's quite as expensive as the Paco Rabanne. Pretty much all my fragrances I think I spoke about have like sweet undertones to them, because that's what I like. If you guys don't like that, then I'm really sorry, because this video has not been that informative for you at all. But yeah, that was just my personal fragrance collection. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will be back at you guys soon with another one. I would appreciate it if you guys have any requests for videos to comment on my videos, any videos you like. I read all of my comments, and try to reply to all of them when I can. So I will see you all soon. Bye guys. If you guys have used I cannot talk with this singing, like it's driving me mad. That didn't sit right up my nose. Never get that right. Giorgio Armani. The Giorgio Armani packing sheet for my last, but certainly not least, this is my last but first